Hey, my little farmers, it's Farmer Jason over here at Cog Hill Farm. And are you guys ready for a fun farm adventure today? Me too, so let's go. Okay, little farmers, it is a gloomy, nasty, rainy day here on the farm. So much so that I had to put my rain jacket on so I can stay dry. But what about all of the farm animals here? Do they have rain jackets that they put on? What did they do when it starts raining outside? Well, little farmers, let's go find out what they do when it starts raining like this here on the farm. And you know what? I bet a lot of you little farmers might be just surprised at how different each animal here on the farm treats a rainy day like this. So let's go look and see what everybody's doing here on the farm while it's raining. All right, little farmers, I want to show you the difference in some of our farm animals when it comes to rain. And they're in the same exact pasture, but they're all different. This is Miss Mildred, our cow, and she's actually licking on the salt mineral block. Now that block there has salt in it and some trace minerals, which cows and our other livestock like our goats and Miss Jessie need. But y'all can see right here, our buddy Mildred. Hey Mildred, how you doing, girl? The rain is not bothering her at all. She's out here in the middle of it, doesn't bother her. I've seen days where it'll be raining really hard, and both our cows, Miss Mildred and Big Moody, will just be standing right out in it. No problem whatsoever. But if she wanted to get under shelter, she could. She has our barn and our stalls that she could go stay at and get out of the rain. But as you can see, this rain is not bothering Mildred at all. Matter of fact, I think she quite enjoys it. To be honest, really the most of the time our cows seek shelter is when it's hot and sunny. They just want some shade. But as for rain, they could really care less. You enjoying that salt block, Mildred? Oh, Mildred, you're soaking wet. Yeah, yes you are. You're soaking wet. Let me show you a group of animals in this same pasture. She's licking the rainwater off my jacket, I think. But let me show you guys a group of animals in this same pasture that doesn't like the rain at all. You wanna go show them, Mildred? And here they are, our goats. Goats do not particularly care for water. They just don't. You can see them all under the umbrella right here. There's two in the stalls over there, so the doors are open, so if they want to go in there, they can. But goats do not care for rain. When it starts raining, they will immediately start seeking shelter. They don't like to get wet. They don't like to get their hooves wet. They just don't really care for it at all. Do you, Paris? Or Mr. Tip? Hey, Mr. Tip. Hey, buddy. How you doing, huh? How you guys doing? Staying dry? Let's go look at the ones that are in the stalls. There's Miss Capri, and there's Miss Bootsy. Now, these two girls, Miss Capri and Miss Bootsy, they are actually in the stall, while the other ones decided just to hang out under the umbrella. You like that, Bootsy? Yeah, Bootsy likes that. Now these are our two girl goats. And do you guys remember what you call a girl goat? You got it. They are called a doe. But I see another animal that's in this stall that too really does not care for rain and getting wet and rather be under shelter than standing out in the pasture. And that is our potbelly pig, Peaches. Hey, Peaches. Peaches would rather stay dry than get out in the rain. Yeah. Not only does Peaches like to stay dry, she also loves belly rubs. Oh, Peaches. Well, little farmers, I see another animal in this pasture that really doesn't mind the rain. And that is our donkey, Miss Jessie. Hey, Jessie. But Jessie is a little different. She's kind of like a mixture of both goats and cows when it comes to rain. And what I mean by that is, it's kind of a light rain right now. The goats don't like any rain. The cows really don't mind it either way if it's light or hard. Jessie, on the other hand, our beautiful miniature donkey right here. Well, Jessie, she doesn't mind light rain, but if it was to be a heavier rain, Jessie more than likely would go seek shelter. She would get inside or inside one of the stalls over here or under one of the stalls and get out of a heavy rain. But since it's just a light rain today, she doesn't mind it. She also doesn't mind getting a hug every now and then either, do you, Jessie? Yeah. Oh, sweet Jessie. You're a pretty girl. Yes, you are. You are a pretty girl. Yeah. Now, little farmers, when it comes to animals like Jessie and Mildred, our cows, or Nugget, our emus, or any animal that you do not know, you always ask your favorite adult, is it okay if you were to touch or pet that animal? Because not all animals are as tame or as gentle as ours. They're all different. So if you don't know, always ask your favorite adult. Speaking of emus, let's go see what the emus are doing in this rain. What do you think, Jessie? You think they're doing okay? Well, I must say, I think the emus are okay with the rain. Not only is Nugget, our emu, in the rain, he's also standing in the middle of a swimming pool. So I'm pretty confident that the wetness of this rain doesn't bother our emus at all. And let's see if we can find Miss Goldie, our other emu here. There is another animal in Nugget's pasture, and I bet you guys can hear them, that love the rain and the water. Do y'all have any ideas what that animal might be? The geese. The geese actually enjoy the rain and the wetness. They love playing in the mud puddles. They love stomping around in the mud puddles. They love water and rain. And as do our ducks. They too love playing in mud, playing in water. They don't care if it's muddy. They don't care if it's crystal clear. They don't care if it's coming from the sky. Our ducks and our geese love the wetness and the rain. Well, here's a fun fact. Ducks and geese produce an oil. They got oil glands, and they take that oil and they'll spread it like this with their beak all over their feathers, making them virtually waterproof. The water just beads off of them. And that's why a duck or a goose, their feathers don't get soaking wet when they're swimming around in a pond or a lake. Pretty cool, huh? I bet you guys know exactly where we are. That's right, we are over here with the chickens because that is the big yellow eggmobile. So let's go check on the chickens and see how they handle the rain. Well, little farmers, our chickens are kind of like Miss Jessie. The rain's starting to slack off a little bit. And as you guys can see, there's a lot of chickens walking around, scratching around, looking for insects and seeds and plants or whatever they can find. But if it was to start raining really hard, all of our chickens will either go inside the eggmobile or underneath the eggmobile. They don't mind a light rain, but they really don't care for heavy, heavy, heavy rain.
Gathering raindrops is fun, picking them down one by one. Winter is here and our cloud tree appears full of droplets of rain for everyone. My bucket is blue, yours is red. Our ladders reach over our heads. Climb to the top, reach the very last drop. Swing our pails along the trails. We laugh so loud we can't stop.
Well, little farmers, I hope you enjoyed spending this rainy day with me today and finding out what our farm animals do when it's wet and nasty outside. I hope to see you guys on the next episode. Stay dry and always be kind. Y'all be good.